everyone, in today's Pick an Angel reading, we're going to look at channeled messages from your spiritual team. It might be angels, guardians, ancestors, gods, everyone who works to make your life better in this physical realm. There might be messages about your body, about your job, or about your soul. So first pile will correspond to angel in a dress with red sparkles. Second pile will correspond to angel in a dress with silver sparkles. And the third pile will correspond to an angel in a dress with golden sparkles. I will give you some time to meditate on those piles and choose an angel that you're drawn to mostly. You might be interested in more than one pile. This is absolutely normal. There might be some messages in different piles for you. Please try to go into calm and meditative state and choose from your heart. Hi there, if you chose angel in a red dress, that reading would be for you. Let's look at your Starseed Oracle cards. First card is Forge, don't follow, pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. Second card, Activated Earth, power places, ley lines, trust where you're led. And the third card, You're not alone, isolation, physical connection, community. Your guides want to tell you that you should not be afraid to stay alone right now. You should gain your force and power, and you should trust the path that you need to take right now. To be able a good leader, you need to know how to be led. And you need to learn how to be led by your intuition, by higher powers. But those powers that will give you power to lead others. On this path or your journey, you are going to feel that you are isolated just because it's something new and you change your environment, you change your people who are near you. But even so, Spirit wants to tell you that you are never alone. Even on the days when you don't feel the connection to others, many other people actually help you. Light that you have at your home, water that you have at your home again, food that you buy at grocery store, car that you drive, or bus that you take to go to the work. All those gifts were made by people, not electricity and water, of course, but people made those gifts available for you on everyday basis. So even if you don't feel connection right now to others who are near you in material world, you should trust and believe and find respect and love to those who provide you all comfort that you're using every day. It's important for you because as a good leader in the future, I think you already feel this desire to lead others. To be a good leader, you should be respectful and you should love people whom you lead. But let's look deeper what's happening on those three different levels. The lower level will correspond to your body, middle one to your work, or creative passion. And the upper level will correspond to the soul. And we have in Animal Spirit deck Hawk, Moth, and Cosmic Egg Energy. I'm going to draw all cards first and then see how they work with each other. In a Cat Tarot, we have Judgment in reverse. 5, 1, 1, 7 of Wands in reverse. And Hierophant. And from Sacred Mysteries Oracle, we have, oh, wow, this card is so thick. It's thicker than other cards. That's why I thought that maybe there are 2 cards, but I guess that's important. Transformation. Wow, it's like, no, it's 2 cards. No, it's actually 1. One very thick and very important card, I guess. Yes, it's 1. Crazy. Learning. Flow. Radiance. Creation. And compassion. And on the bottom of the deck we have fear. So the main theme that you're working right now on, you and your spiritual team help you to go through it, is the theme of fear. This card in this deck corresponds to the first chakra. This is a little different color coding in this chakra, or in this chakra oracle. And yellow corresponds to the first chakra. And we can see Kali that is stepping on to her husband, that trying to help her to calm down after she fall into rage and was not able to, nothing was able to stop her, and her husband Shiva laid down so she can step on him and in this moment take control of her mind back. And underneath this we have emotions. It looks like similar image, you see, but a little different meaning here. This is a deaf body, and this goddess represents emotional body, and it shows us that emotions are always above material body, and they are always alive even when our body is dead. But they definitely connected to each other. We can see it in the pictures right now. And this light blue color corresponds to I need to check it right now. I think throat chakra. No. Sacral chakra. I think it's sacral chakra. Yes, it's passion chakra. So we have definitely connection here. First chakra and second chakra. That's your main theme that you're working right now, and your angels, your spiritual team helping you in this karmic work on these 2 chakras. Those two cards can recommend you to be careful on your path of killing your own demons, especially those that connected to your third chakra, to your body, health, and of course emotions and lower inner organs. When you're doing cleansing, you need to be connected to your emotions, and a good portion of rage definitely can help you to overcome first blockage. Only anger helped me refuse from drugs, for example. Huge anger on myself. I definitely was feeling something like Khalif was feeling when she was killing all those demons inside me. I am sure her energy helped me at that time. But huge disbalance could lead to the elimination of all love in this process, and we definitely need love and we need compassion when we work with deep cleansing of our body or of our traumatic experiences. So this would be the main message that your spiritual team want to tell you on your path to become a good leader, on your path to find a new road. Right now, you need to search balance between active actions, between saint anger that will help you to cleanse, to purge all blockages and demons inside you. But you also need to search help in water, in your emotions. You need to search grounding in water rituals. So definitely your main theme right now is about helping your body. That's interesting that on the body level here on the low row we have cosmic egg card that corresponds to the 7 higher chakra, and we have hierophant. And because it is about your body, I think having such a strong spiritual cards here tells me that right now your higher self put all its work exactly in working with lower chakras. First, second, and I think third also, because we have here Starseed Oracle, You're Not Alone, physical connection and community. As I said, you definitely need compassion in this part of your journey. You might have a lot of safe hatred talk about your body and about your physical health. Your spiritual team really want you to connect to the compassion. They want to remind you why you're doing this, why you're on this path of helping yourself. And I have tears right now. And it's good to have tears, to cry from love while you're connecting to your body, while you're helping yourself to set yourself free from physical blockages, from emotional blockages. Crying is good. Your tears definitely can tell you that you are sincere right now with yourself. Don't be afraid of your tears while you're working. Don't be afraid that you are maybe becoming a crybaby in something. Maybe you were such a strong and powerful person all your life that now when you start to connect to your deepest traumas, you might find that you are weak, but that's not true. Crying and experiencing pain doesn't mean that you're weak. blocking pain, blocking my fears and tears. That's what's showing my weakness. You need to go with the flow of what's happening with you, and you need to trust in the process of detoxifying of your body, in the process of changing your physical activities. Cards tell me that you are going pretty well, and it is important. Those negative feelings that you're feeling right now about your body and about your health, they are treasure. Those negative feelings are your biggest motivation to never step back, to never come back to those disturbing and distracting behaviors that you were experiencing before. You may be still right now in some maybe addictions, dependencies, but you're working on this, and you very much need to connect to the higher purpose of what's happening with you right now, to look from far away on the situation, physical situation, again with your body, maybe with your dependency. I went through 3 different addictions. It's alcohol addiction, drug addiction, food addiction, and those all 3 were connected to my body, obviously. And I can't say that I did, like, when I was working with my first addiction, I was as precious as I am now when I'm already set myself free from 3 of addictions. I was precious because being in that state of dark mind, of closed soul, of tensioned and dying body, I still was able to go through those lessons and to work on my biggest problems. I actually stayed in isolation for at least a year after I quit drugs. I was not communicating to many people besides my family, and that was something that I needed. And as I said before, even if I or you don't communicate to a lot of people right now, that doesn't mean that you're alone. Still, there are some people who help you, and you should appreciate it right now, even if you can't feel it. But you can logically agree that if not other people, it would be much more difficult for you to go through the process of healing that you're going through right now. Moreover, of course, this card also means not only human connection, however, there is a phrase physical connection, but also about your connection to your spiritual team that always here. And as I said, Hierophant and Cosmic Egg show me that they help you with all that they can, all powers that they can give you. They help you in going through this cleansing right now. Restoring balance in your physical activities, searching the way, searching your own flow, your own style, how you want to move your body, how you want to heal your body, changing perspectives. All of this is a very active work, and you need to put compassion in your checklist, in your goal list. You can write like this: be compassionate to myself today. Check. I'm doing like this periodically. On your passion, creation, job, work level, we have energy of Moth and of 7 of Wands in reverse, as well as learning and creation. There might be some envy in your job that don't allow you to fully experience joy from the process of what you're doing right now. And Spirit want to remind you that you are still learning. You're learning to create, and you don't need to be so greedy for results. You don't need to compare yourself to others. You have to trust where you're led. You have to trust your inner call of the soul. And your lifestyle and your work style and your art style is unique to you. Even if you already experienced in the field that you're working right now, I see that you, because you're envy for other results, for better results, or maybe you envy for different style of work. So you want to learn how to be better in this field. Spirit want to tell you that you need to not only trust to the process of learning and creation, but you need to restore your joyful feelings towards learning. 4 years in high school and college to become a psychologist was not very easy for me. And I had a lot of frustration because I wanted to be already a psychologist. I wanted to use already all my skills and to help other people. But I still stayed, and right now continue staying in the process of learning. Until the last year, I guess, I was not able to understand that my process of learning is by itself already a gift. Because what I'm experiencing right now, I won't be able to experience later when I work already. So I tried to find joy in what's happening right now. Joy and respect to the process of learning that's happening right now. You need to set yourself free from envy, and you need to learn how to play in this process. You need to create your own unique, again, approach to the process of learning. And then you won't suffer so much because of some conventional rules. Maybe you don't need to study 6 hours per day, or maybe you need to study 6 hours per day. Something that you're doing right now don't go well with your soul, with your lifestyle, and you understand it, and you are sad, and because you're sad, you don't know how to experience joy from the process of work. Again, it might be as a school, or it might be just learning of the new skill or going deeper into other levels of your job. Again, main message here is trust that you're on the right path and you're already doing what you have to do right now here. This portal in the middle of the Stonehenge. It shows me that you are already transforming, transferring, transgressing to the place where you need to be. But nothing happening in one moment in the world. You need to went through this path, but you're already going closer to this portal that will transgress you where you want to be. And on your soul level, we have energy of Kauk, judgment in reverse, transformation and radiance. Red color in this deck corresponds to third chakra. Also, I just realized, that's why I was silent, that again, yellow color is about third chakra, and this recommendation about creation right near your main theme of fear, I think I see the connection that creation of the new approach of how you see your process of learning will help you to overcome your fears that you're going through right now. It is also connected to the process of cleansing your body. Yes, overall process of purging fears that connected to body, to work, to the soul, I guess also. So you need to actively create new approaches, maybe new schedule, new plan approach of like time management, or you need to create new way of thinking about what's happening right now with you. You may think that it is as always, you may think that everything is happening to you, but you need to create this understanding that everything is happening for you. So about our soul level and this very thick, very interesting card, very, very important card of transformation. Is this again Kali? I think that it is her. Yes, it's Kali in the process again of killing this the most powerful demon that no god was able to kill, and all gods called Kali and gave her all their divine weapons, and she found, I think, lion in fire. I guess it was like this. And they went to this demon and she was able to defeat it because Kali is the Ma, and only her was able to save all other gods that were not able to do anything with those demons and their leader. And we see this image on the card that connected to third chakra. And Kali is actually responsible for the third chakra because she is the will. She is the power. This is interesting that messages about power, being leader, being defender, being that Ma that saved everyone, is exactly going on your soul level right now. Be the leader you wish you had. Embrace your power. Don't be afraid of powers that you have. Use your emotions and compassion. Create and learn. To not I forgot this word. Go with the flow overall, like don't put any blockage for the flow, and you'll be able to radiate what you have to radiate around you. You'll be able to share your light and fulfill your purpose. And as I see, your purpose is to help others. Beautiful. Just beautiful. when I just started to work with this deck, it was so overwhelming. But now, after a good prayer before the reading, it just works so well with each other. So, the energy of Hawk and Judgment in Reverse show me that you are too harsh on yourself. Again, lack of compassion creates problem not only on your physical level but also on your heart, of course, level. You judge yourself too much. You force yourself to develop faster, to become stronger. You don't. I think it's also about greed. Greed for knowledge, greed for freedom, greed for power, greed for helping others. You're really greedy to help others. You're really greedy to become this leader that you want to become right here, right now, while you're going through very primary levels, very, very important base levels. Without good base, you won't be able to use your psychic abilities, your mind abilities, because problems with body, problems with emotions, what are emotions, our hormones, this thing can ruin all your kingdom that you want to build as a leader. That's why you need to respect and trust to this part of path that you are in right now. You don't need to force yourself and be greedy to step over a few steps and start to do something there, something very spiritual, magical, I don't know. Judgment to yourself makes you highly, highly, highly hypersensitive to the judgment of others. And these don't allow you to accept others. This is also a very huge problem. If you want to be a leader, as I said, you need to respect and you need to feel compassion to people who are near you. But when you are in the state when everybody judge you as you feel it, that everybody judge you, that people are so awful and they're so dirty and angry, and you feel a lot of frustration sometimes when people demonstrate you their shadows, and you judge them and you judge yourself. This is normal. Your guides, your angels want to remind you that this part of the path is also very important. While you're going through this judgment, while you're experiencing it on yourself, you're learning what consequences can be after a judgment. You're learning how you want to help yourself to set yourself free from this pattern of judgment. You're learning how to accept yourself, how to accept others, and how to stop blaming and start accepting again and be compassionate to yourself as to others. And exactly this thing that you're learning right now, of this acceptance, of this flow, that's what you will radiate from yourself. That is your power. Remember, red color is about third chakra, our power, our will. So your main message that your spiritual guides want to tell you today is that it would be very good if you try to transform your vision right now on what's happening in your life. And if you will connect to the higher purpose, meaning, higher motivation, to step back from your current situation, look at all your problems and frustrations and ask yourself, how this will help me to fulfill my purpose? How this already helping me to learn something that I will teach others later. Very beautiful. And we are going to end this beautiful, beautiful reading with the new amazing deck that I just received. Terra Pets, Emotional Support Animals. They are so big and so beautiful. Dear spiritual team of the group number 1, please give us last guidance, last warm words that they need to hear right now. You can do the thing. Your speed doesn't matter. Forward is forward. Exactly. Pile 1. Stop calling yourself garbage. You're a blueberry fairy princess, and you are amazing. Princess or prince, please. If this reading resonated in you, if you find something important that helped you today, I'll be very happy if you leave a comment and tell me about it, because I'm here to help you and this is my purpose. And I'm very happy when I can do it through my job. Thank you so much for allowing me to read your blessings today. And I wish you all good things. And I'm very thankful for your guides that they helped me to read your energies today. See you next time, pile number 1. Bye. Hi there, if you chose Angel in a silver dress, this reading will be for you. And let's see what Starseed Oracle cards we have for you today. First is the big picture thinking. Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. Such a beautiful card, just look at it. Amazing colors. Earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, slow down, time in nature. And earth, earthed, learning how to be human in the world but not of it. I never saw those cards before in my readings. It's so exciting, so beautiful. So pile number 2. I see that your guides really want to tell you, to remind you, to connect to the earth. Even if you have big picture thinking, even if you have inspired ideas, you might be lost in your thoughts, and this disconnection from your body and from grounding can lead you to the anxiety and feelings that you are not enough. that you're doing not enough. Your spiritual guides want you to learn how to be human. You are in this world right now. You decided to choose this body. You decided to be born on Earth. Why I know it? Because you're watching my YouTube channel and it is on Earth. So your spiritual guides want to help you connect your higher chakras and your lower chakras. And it seems that your higher energy, energy of your higher chakras, in a huge distress because you don't feel help and grounding energy, strong base and protection from energy of the lower chakras, because they are also in stress because you don't want to pay them enough attention. Your guides remind you to slow down and to spend time in nature. Look at this card. There is this beautiful soul lying on the bed of the flowers, and there is also water here, and amazingly beautiful picture on the background. Again, water that comes from mountains and nourishes this soul. Maybe it would be a good idea for you to hike, to visit snowy places, or just any possible place where their live nature park will work for you also. And also because this soul is exactly lying, maybe it will be a good idea to, if it's possible for you right now, to swim on your back. Even if it would be a swimming pool, closed swimming pool, water is water, still, always. But let's see deeper what we have in those messages. I decided to separate this reading on 3 different levels. And first level will correspond to your body, messages to your body, about your body. Second level will correspond to your work and your passions, creative passions. And the third level will correspond to your soul. Oi. From spiritual animal deck we have hyena, dolphin, and dragonfly. From the card tarot deck, such a cute color, just look at it. It works so good with my absolutely new and adorable octopus that I love so much. So from this deck we have King of Wands. Actually okay, no, that will work like this. So good energy here, so energetic person, a lot of energy, and you need to learn how to slow down. Okay, so the devil, and it's a 5 of Cups. And also we will use our, again, very beautiful deck with the golden edges. Look at this shine. Purple shine from my LED lamps. So this is a Sacred Mysterious Chakra Oracle. And for this we have stagnation and grounding, intuition and rigidity, truth, and integrity. And on the bottom of the deck we have sensitivity. And underneath, challenge. This Chakra Oracle has a little different color coding, and yellow color corresponds to the first chakra, and this light blue color corresponds to the second chakra. That's interesting. In the first pile we also had overall situation connected to the first and second chakra. However, in this pile it's different energy. So looking at those main themes of your reading, I can tell that your guides really want to put all your attention to the grounding practices that will be connected to water, as I said, and you might experience a lot of challenges in your life because of your sensitivity. And to be able to overcome those challenges, you need to learn how to use your sensitivity for the purpose, for the good. But right now you might be suffering from this sensitivity. Everything that's happening around you, even smallest thing, one word, one situation can crush you, disturb all your balance that you're building, that you're trying to build. And it seems that you really wish that you would be able to just erase your emotions, just erase your sensitivity forever, that you don't see right now how it might help you. You do think that your ideas and big picture thinking is very valuable. You don't understand that it is connected to your sensitivity, your ability to connect to that realm, a realm of creativity, a realm of all ideas, all existing and non-existing ideas is so open for you. This gate is so open for you only because of your high sensitivity. But because you don't have coping mechanisms, adequate coping mechanisms, grounding strategies, oh, yes, obviously. And it's also, again, yellow color, first chakra. Because you lack grounding strategies, you are in a period of stagnation where you suffering from inability to move forward, but you feel a lot of energy, a lot of ideas come to your mind, but you don't know how to implement them. So if we will start from the first level of this reading that is connected to your physical body, to your health, I can see here that your body suffering right now. Again, main theme of this reading really speaks on this level also. Dragonfly represents mind with the air energy. Dragonfly is always very active, don't stay in the one place, move from one place to another, shimmers like mind, a lot of ideas, I want to do this, no, I want to do this, I want to do yoga, I want to do gym, I also want to do stretching and maybe dancing and maybe what else I can do. But no, that's too much for me. It might be difficult. What happens if this? What happens if that? I don't know how to do, how to be. You, in the question of your health and the question of your body, you don't really see that you can earn any joy and positive emotions. Uh, this Five of Cups doesn't look really sad. Uh, it's just that there is no food anymore in those cups. Some food, a little, but not so much. And cat wants more. Maybe your way of helping your body changing right now. You're not satisfied of what you were doing before. You want to do more, or you want to again change your approach to physical activities, change your approach to health concerns. Maybe you used to take some medical meds, some medical drugs to help overcome your problems, and right now you're opening to other holistic methods. This card of learning how to be a human, exactly because it goes on this first level of your health and body concerns, tell me that you starting to realize that no matter how mindful or clever you are or how wise, unfortunately, unfortunately, you need to work on your body and you need to pay it, because you are a human being and human being is an animal. Your body is an animal, I mean. And you need to feed this animal. You need to give it what it needs. And to be able to do it, your guides tell you to connect it to the truth and to the integrity. This color is a light blue color. I just want to, yeah, it's a third eye chakra. So your spiritual guides want to tell you that for you to find that joy and to find more straightforward way how to accept importance of your body and importance of physical actions, how to calm down your dragonfly and gain clear vision on this level, you need to find meaning in the physical actions. Not just like I'm going to I go to the gym because, well, it's healthy. This shit, sorry, but this shit won't work for you, and it doesn't work already. You need to find real truth. You need to understand why exactly you need to go to the gym, why you decided to choose exactly this sport, for example, or why you decided to choose exactly this approach to your health. Like you decided to try Reiki, for example, or you decided to try work with the counselor, for example, on your psychosomatic problems. Like not just randomly choose anything that looks like it's pretty easy. This won't work for you. Motivation, pretty easy motivation is not something that will help you. So, but meaning, understanding that it's exactly something that you want to try, you can see interest and joy in these actions. This what will help you to create such a strong motivation to those actions that work for your health, that you won't feel so much tension and I was not able to remember this word in the third pile, and here right now also. I have such a huge blockage of the word that mean blockage. Anyway, let's just trust the way how it goes. You'll be able to overcome your lack of motivation after you create your own motivation and you find the truth. Maybe you need to look from higher perspective on your, again, work with your body, with your health. Your main message from your spiritual guides is that all your beautiful ideas, all your imagination, all your creations that you want to implement in life, they won't live long, or you won't be able to implement everything because in one moment your body will take what it needs to take. So very good motivation to find your own physical routine is exactly to actually gain energy to spend it later on your creative, interesting ideas, on your work, on your relationships. On the second level of those beautiful suggestions to you, very interesting actually energy, because dolphin is a creature, is a highly intelligent creature, highly magical creature. Dolphin has divine gifts. We all have divine gifts in ourselves, of course. It's just that some of us have those gifts that will help masses of people. And it looks like that you feel this desire to shine for others, to play in your work. It doesn't seem that your job is job work in the office, or if you work in the office, you're a creative director or just a person who create and generate ideas, who want to expand and create a workflow and process where people are together and they feel joy from their work. It's not that office from like 9 to 5, very dark and closed space where no one has their own voice. It's an office where you can create and expand. However, this amazingly cute and beautiful devil connected to this dolphin tells me that you're lying yourself. You're lying yourself in that your job is the most important thing right now in your life. Your gifts and talents, that you see them, you know about them. Maybe you just don't want to fully accept them, but you know what you need to do, what you have urge to do, or urge for. But there is this level of paying too much attention to it and so much importance. Like, you might understand that there's like beautiful golden middle and aloofness and hysterical part. So you're close to this hysterical part of importance of your work. Again, maybe because you're so overflowing with ideas of what you want to do. Of course, it might be for some of you the opposite part of the spectrum, where you fool yourself that you are aloof to your gifts, and your desire to help others, or desire to expand your gifts, it's not so important. Like, this is also okay, why not? It's just, for me, it looks more the opposite side because of those cards. And Spirit want to give you the suggestion to use your intuition and to expand your intuition by connecting to the nature, and by, I want to say, forcibly slowing down. And I will say it, actually. You need to actually forcibly slow yourself down. Because even if you are on the other side of spectrum, where you're kind of, nah, well, I don't really need to kind of go somewhere, you still overthink a lot. And your high sensitivity makes you think too much. This slowing down of your thought process will increase your intuition. This card of rigidity is a message for you, and it's also purple as a duo, and they are actually connected. Yeah, it's purple. It's a message for you to be aware of the dark side of the ego, and understanding of your gifts, and inability to implement them so that others will give you enough attention and enough recognition, might lead you to thinking of the might lead you to judging of others, and this self-rigidness, where you think that only you are right and others not only not right but also jerks. You need to use your intuition to see where self-appreciation become vanity. Grounding, slowing down, connection to nature, connection to flow and to water will help you to save yourself from this sin. Those cards are also purple color, and purple color is about our seventh chakra, crown chakra. And Spirit want to remind you to take down your crown, fake crown that you think you need to wear, and to connect to the real crown chakra that help you to see compassion of the world, see higher energies, disconnect from the ego and from the greed and vanity. On your soul level, we see hyena, king of wands, stagnation and grounding. You have some experience of achieving what you want to achieve. You have experience in manifestation. Was it literal manifestation, or just that I really want to do it and I'm going to do it, and you do it? So you see, you understand your powers and connection to them, but you have this mistaken opinion about yourself that is also, I see how it gradually, disconnection from this part, this balance here, demonstrate me your feeling of stagnation and need for the grounding. Your fears that your ideas won't be accepted or you won't be able to implement them, even if you know about your powers. Spirit tells me that on your heart level there's some kind of grief. You feel that something is wrong. Having all those gifts and intuition, your intuition is quite strong already, but you just don't use it in a way that you can use it and you need to use it actually. So there is some kind of frustration, some ideas like, why me? Or like, why I can't do it, I'm so good, I know that I can. And self-sabotage. Again, you need to take down your crown and you need to see that there is a lot of work to do. And maybe if you will work on something that you thought that is not so important for you right now, maybe if you will put at least part of this attention here and you will find how to be a human, you will experience this shift important to set yourself from the stagnation. This card exactly in this deck again, white color actually represents 7th chakra, and yes, so this color represents throat chakra. It's a little difficult to remember different color coding, but it doesn't erase my previous message. It still has purple color in it, and it's just we can add here the fact that you need to try stop arguing and stop showing others where is their place. It would be a good idea. So this stagnation connected to the 7th chakra, it is exactly about this fake feeling of self-realization. It is exactly fake because full self-realization won't lead you to stagnation. You know that real master will never call themselves a master, because the moment they call themselves a master, there is nothing to learn anymore, and it's never the truth. So Spirit wants to remind you that no matter how far you've come already in your development, this is not the end at all. This is just the beginning. Look at your very important message here. Your 1st and 2nd chakra are in stress right now. You need to come back to the basics. Grounding, water. Learn how to be a human. If you right now will put on a pause your beautiful, amazing thinking, you won't lose it. You might be afraid that you are, I can't implement all my ideas right now. Oh my God, what will happen if I won't be able to do it right now? Nothing. Nothing bad will happen. Your beautiful divine energy will always be with you. You can be thankful for your ideas and for your desires, for your creative ideas, for your desire to start playing piano or to start rock climbing. You can be thankful for those desires. Even if you can't do it right now, implement in your life, that doesn't mean that those desires will just vanish from you. If you will create positive connection in your mind to those desires, every time when you think about rock climbing, you'll be like, oh, that's such a good idea. I'm so happy that I have this energy inside me. Every time when you do like this, you connect this positive connection to this desire. You are not afraid of it. You make very important cognitive building, let's make it like this. In your memory, rock climbing will be associated with good words of compassion and love. And in the moment when you will be able to implement this energy in life, it would be much easier for you to remember about this desire, to use this energy. But if every time when you think about rock climbing, you think, oh gosh, why I can't do rock climbing right now? Why I don't have enough time for it? Why I'm so stupid every time I do an appointment or like book an appointment to go to the gym to do my rock climbing, I always something happens and I can't do it. I'm so tired from it. Imagine what will happen with your desire to do rock climbing in a few years of the same thinking. Mm-hmm. Appreciate your desires and all your desires, positive adult desires to create that don't harm others. That's important. All those desires are the gifts from universe to you. Not all people on the earth want to play piano and do rock climbing. Shockingly, right? That's exactly the problem of ego. Egocentrism. Thinking that everyone around me thinks the same as me. So, desire to do rock climbing is nothing special. Like, I mean, everyone wants to do rock climbing. Not everyone. Please, that's so important. Your spirit guide is screaming at me right now. Not everyone want to do it. Not everyone has their unique set of desires. Desires are your gifts. So you have to be appreciative for them. You don't have to have pride. You don't have to have pride because of those desires. But you have to have love, respect, and compassion towards your desires. And again, as I said, if you still didn't implement them in life, that doesn't mean that in your life there won't be time and resources to do it. Your life is long, and situation changes every day. Even if you can't find time for rock climbing right now, continue to appreciate this desire every time it's emerging in you. This is also a form of manifestation. You teach your mind, you teach your soul that you are happy with this desire, you want it, you are happy with the idea of rock climbing, and the world will shift for you. Slowly but surely, it will give you the ability and the resources to implement this desire. But to be able to do it, you need to shift this perspective and you need to learn to understand that your desires and ideas are important, but they don't rule you, and your health routine should not be connected to your realization in those ideas and desires, because this is the base on which everything other is stood. And to end this reading, I want to use my new beautiful, amazing deck, Therapets. It's so big and so beautiful. I just received it a few days ago. So, dear spirit guides of the second group, please tell us what they need to hear right now. I know you feel anxious, but you forgot the part where you totally got this. Everything is scary and you feel vulnerable, but that doesn't mean anything is going to go wrong. Anxious feelings aren't usually indicative of reality. Feeling worried doesn't mean anything bad is going to happen. You're going to get through this fine. You always find a way. Yes, definitely. Your spiritual team, your guides, your angels, they recognize your anxiety. They recognize your worries. They know what's happening with you. You're not alone in your journey. And even if they recognize your anxiety and your worries, they want to tell you that there is always second part of the situation. Your anxiety is just one part of your reality. Everything that scares you can be your door to the knowledge of self-love and compassion. And of course, your guides remind you that you already always find a way. You already always was able to find a way, and you're doing it right now. You're doing everything right. I'm so grateful that you allowed me to read your energies today. I really wish that those messages from your guides help you to find a way how to ground yourself and how to appreciate your lower chakras more. If something resonated in you, please leave a comment. That's very important for me because this is my passion to help others. And I see you in the next reading. Thank you so much, pile number 2. Bye. Hi there, pile number 3. If you chose the angel in a golden dress, this reading would be for you. And let's start from the messages of the Starseed Oracle. We have 3 cards for you today. And the first one is, I'm sorry. Defenselessness, rising past wrongs, uprooting. The second, baby steps, action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. And a portal. Doors are opening. You decide. Rewards. Wild card. So your spirit team wants to tell you that even if you feel that you are in a dark place right now, this is an important part of your being. Moreover, look at both of these cards. This one is called Portal, and here we can see that this character moves up of the stairs to this portal. Your spiritual team tells me that you need to learn repentance and you need to learn how to say I'm sorry for every action that you make that might be harmful for you or for your close ones. You don't need to wait anymore. You need to act. And it's time to set apart your previous traumas. You already were too long in the state of mind that's already not beneficial for you, that doesn't serve you. It's time to say, I'm sorry, and say, I'm thankful for what's happened to me before. I'm thankful for my past that allowed me to become who I am, and I want to move further. Maybe you're already thinking that, yes, that's exactly what I want, and I don't know how to move further. I don't have any idea. I'm doing everything that I can, but As I see, the problem is in your fear to actually step further. It is your decision to stay in the place where you are right now or to step into this portal. You don't need to be 100% sure what will wait you on the other side. Fear and anxiety is normal. Your anxiety doesn't mean that you're doing something wrong. If you want to let go some people, if you want to let go some situation that doesn't serve you already, if you want to let go your worldviews, your perspectives, schemas, beliefs, you want to set yourself free from them, but you don't know what will happen after you refuse from them, your spirit guides tell you, you shouldn't know everything. You can start your journey right now. Baby steps, that's what you need. Do action and follow your intuition before it makes sense. Now I want to look deeper in those messages. I decided to separate this reading on 3 parts. First level would correspond to messages from your spirit guides about your body. Second level will correspond to messages from your spirit guide about your job or creative passion. And the third higher level will correspond to messages about your soul. And we have zebra in reverse, golden egg, and raccoon in reverse. First I will draw on all cards, and then we will look at energies. That's so interesting. Look at the color theme of your spread right now. It's dark. It's black and white. And here we can see pretty dark colors. This deck is very, very colorful, and it can be so bright, but your colors are dark. And your spirit guides tell me that maybe right now you are in the middle or in the end of your dark night soul. And I want to tell you that this is okay to be afraid. And this is okay to think that it will never end. And this is okay to feel betrayed by yourself or by higher forces. If sometimes you feel like this doesn't mean that, first of all, it is true, and second, that it should define your life. Your feelings are valuable, and even those feelings are based on negative beliefs and on traumas. That doesn't mean that this energy is invaluable or should be destroyed. Feelings of betrayal and feelings of sadness and even depression, they contain inside them the truth of the golden egg. Unfortunately, we can't go through our path with only positive feelings and emotions and desires. But pain allows us to understand and appreciate love and freedom. And your spirit guides want to remind you that all pain that you feel right now is your power. All negative emotions, fears, pityness, helplessness, anger, rage, sadness, all this energy is your energy. And you can learn and you will learn how to transform it. You will go through this portal of changing of the perception, and you will never be as you were before. after your perception will change, you'll be able to start embracing your power. Some of your guides, I don't know who are them, but they want to tell you that they are sorry that you're going through this right now. But they believe in you. They believe that you will lower your defenses, and they believe that you'll be able to accept lessons that you're going through right now. My hands are so heavy right now. I just don't feel that I can shuffle properly. I think it is connected to your heaviness in your hand, in your ability to do something that you really want to do. Queen of Wands, the Chariot in reverse, Knight of Swords. That was our cat tarot, and now I want to use also the Sacred Mysteries Chakra Oracle. Truth, dreams, beauty, emotions, cosmic consciousness, service. Cards that connected to the information about your body are Raccoon in reverse, Knight of Swords, Portal, Cosmic Consciousness, and Service. Your guides tell you that this dark state of mind that you are in right now can be healed by meaningful action that will serve your desire to create with your body. It can be dancing or singing or playing any instruments you want that will help you to connect to the higher states of consciousness. This card is white color in this deck, represents 7th chakra, crown chakra, and here we can see the god Krishna, who helps to preserve the universe, but also, as you can see, he is so balanced, he is enjoying his time, people around him are blessed by his presence, his song, and they are happy being there, living their life. They don't think dark thoughts, they don't comprehend, they don't judge themselves or others near them, or of course Krishna. They receive the gift of his song, and this green color on this card tells me that connecting to the God through music, through arts, allow them to open their hearts. And here we can see that this card is also connected to green color and the heart chakra. And your guides give you a suggestion to trust your body, to trust your inner and deeper vision and wisdom of how your body should be and how it should move and how it should look. It is important for you to set yourself free from beliefs and schemas that don't allow you to enjoy your body right now. You judge yourself and you hide in the dark because you feel ashamed of something. Maybe it's a shape of your body, maybe it's a way how you move, maybe it's your mimic, something, or even the way how you play some instruments because of your body. You may be judging yourself because someone told you very harsh words about it. And you need to learn how to use your body to serve, first of all, yourself, to implement in actions your desires to use your body. And you need to learn accept your uniqueness. While you're trying to be as others, while you're trying to follow the path that doesn't work for you, you will stay before the door of the portal. This would mean choosing staying in the closed state, in the dark place. Right now, you might be doing a lot of actions that are justified by logic, actions that you think helping your body, but actions that you actually don't enjoy. For example, you might be going to the gym right now, but you're feeling that your body doesn't work really well with the gym, and you want to change your sports routine, but you're afraid that if you won't be able to do weights, then you won't look so good as you want to look. This is just one of the examples. It might be connected again to the way how you use your body. You might be really upset that you are not able to use your body in a way that will give you some amazingly perfect results. But Krishna reminds you that your body is a gift by itself, and that if you do actions from love, if you will serve your body from love, it will answer you with the gift of true joy. And you'll be able to feel higher sense of satisfaction from movements of your body. And it can be as just normal walking outside. You might find deeper satisfaction from pretty easy actions after you start to listening to your body more and to trust to what you listen. Maybe you need to change the direction of your actions, or maybe you need to be more compassionate and careful, because right now your actions are very harsh and active, and sometimes they might be too rude for you, especially if you are in a state of like reversed raccoon that kind of lost light. He don't see why he's doing what he's doing right now. On the level connected to your creative work, it seems that, as I said before, overall themes, all three themes, they are connected to each other very, very closely. So it might be that your work depends from your body, and it depends on your heart. I mean, all work depends on our heart, but still it's some kind of creative work that you create with your body. Now it can be a huge round of range of possible occupations. But because of the raccoon and of the zebra and again of the golden egg, for me it seems that you are some kind of artist, because both raccoon and zebra, they are very artistic spiritual animals, and I see that both of them are in reverse. That means that their energy inside you is disbalanced. However, golden egg is upright, and golden eggs show us energy that's happening right now connected to your work. Now, these tell me that you actually already doing your baby steps, and you already started to trust your intuition before it makes sense. Because the golden egg represents heart chakra again. It seems that heart chakra is the most important chakra that your spiritual team recommends you to work on, to connect to go through this state. And the golden egg tell us the story about the sound that we can hear only in the moments when we are so quiet and so connected to ourselves, that we can hear this real sound of the heart that goes from this golden egg. And this sound contains the truth. So it seems to me that you have high appreciation and deeper understanding of importance of your work, creative work. You feel that you move too slow in it. You really would like to move faster, but your spiritual guides tell you that you don't need to move fast. Baby steps is exactly what you need right now. That's important. To help yourself in this part of your being, your spiritual guides recommend you to search for the beauty and to eliminate ugliness. By ugliness, I mean actually try to watch what you are talking from what state you talk to other people and you think about other people and yourself. Beauty, this card of the beauty, again, it's a green one, and it is connected to heart chakra. And being in the place connected to your job, it tells me that you need to something that you judge in your job, that you maybe hate in your job, you don't see any grace in it, and you just disgusted by this part. You need to learn how to see beauty in it, how this part of your job can actually be divine, why it is important, why are you beautiful while you're doing it. Beauty of the heart, beauty of the sincerity, beauty of your positive emotions. It's all there. Even if you feel stagnant right now in some physical problems. Again, you might be judging yourself for how your body moves or how your product looks. But you need to learn to see beauty in everything that you create. No matter does the result looks like you imagined before you start doing it. And this card of emotions, here we can see the goddess. She represents positive emotions, and she stands upon a dead body. And these cards is connected to the second chakra, passion chakra, and exactly creative work, actually. I just realized it. So this card tells us to remember how to balance our emotions. And even if the body is dead, your emotions are still there. Your positive power, your willpower, your self-appreciation, beauty in the world never lose itself. Maybe it's difficult for you to form words because I just started to forget words one by one after another. So the beauty of the world is always there, no matter do you see it or not. And you can, by connecting to the beauty of the world, by connecting to the beauty of your product, again, no matter how your product looks like, you still can be proud of it and you still can see beauty in it. You can balance your emotions and you can take your frustration away, because even when negative emotions exist, sometimes we think that negative emotions exist, that means that there is no space for positive emotions. But this card exactly tells us opposite things. There might be a lot of negative feelings and there can be a lot of positive at the same time. It's just that we didn't learn how to appreciate and be thankful even when we feel sad or angry. And that's exactly what your spiritual team wants to tell you, that you need to see beauty in the state of your in the part of the journey that where are you right now. You don't need to hurry, to rush. You don't need to rush. On the level of your heart, as I said, we have zebra in reverse, Queen of Wands, I'm sorry, truth, and dreams. Zebra and Queen of Wands, both, first of all, fire energy. That might be that you're a fire sign or have major placements in fire sign, or might not. But also it's important to understand that fire and wands is again about creation, about creativity, about energy that we want to use to fire this world, fire up this world in a good way, in an inspiration. But as you can see in this deck, Queen of Wands, she's so cozy. She's not. She doesn't look like this classic King of or Queen of Wands who can do everything. She's so strong, so powerful. She's here. She wants to use her will, her energy. No, in this deck, Queen of Wands already did everything she wanted to do today. She played as much as she wanted, and now she's sleeping, cozy sleeping. And this energy of Zebra in reverse, and especially this little sign, fire sign in the right on her head, you see? It tells me that you are too much in your head when it goes to connection to your heart. And you think that you need to rest more. You need to, you don't have enough energy to implement all this fire that you have in your heart right now. Because maybe you feel this, of course you feel this huge deeper inner work, like, I mean, you are in this state, you know where you are right now, and your spirit guides want to tell you that resting is important, but real rest you'll be able to achieve by working through the problems and traumas connected to your relationships with yourself. This, it looks like a silhouette of a man and it looks like a silhouette of a woman. However, here it's more look like humans with breasts, but because of these two pictures, profiles, for me it feels like it's your two inner parts, counterparts, masculine and feminine energy. Your lack of energy right now and your adequate desire to rest should be fulfilled through acceptance of your past wrongs, through taking off your self-defense before yourself, through connecting to the beauty of your arts, through working with your intuition and your inner voice. You need to go from the mind state deeper to the heart state. And these two cards, they literally just tell you truth is in your dreams. You see dreams that goes from your heart. Oh, that's interesting. Yes, definitely. You see dreams, vivid dreams. They all have meaning inside them. And it would be very healing for you to do interpretations of your dreams. Now, every character in your dream, no matter how this character looks like, is part of you. And some parts that we don't accept in us, some our parts that stay in our shadow, here's they're also like under the ground. Those parts can manifest themselves in your dreams. And usually they become not very positive and beautiful creatures in our dreams. They may be some humans that you don't like, or again creatures, or even, I don't know, actions. For example, you know how I can dream about that I'm naked on the street and I feel uncomfortable. This feeling, this like stupid action, as I think in my dream, like why I didn't put my clothes on myself, I'm so stupid. So all of these little parts are parts of your unconsciousness, and everything that you feel negative about is part of your shadow. Sometimes we put in our shadow our positive parts. It doesn't mean that it's only negative stuff, but something that was important for us to hide in the shadow of our unconsciousness. Maybe there was a situation when we were not able to use this part of our personality, so we hide it. We separate it from our main personality and hide it deep, deep in our unconscious level. And because the truth is in your heart, you need to, maybe this going through portal, going outside is the message to your shadow parts to go outside. You need to show them that it's safe here, you want to accept them. I heard a very important phrase: expression is not the opposite of oppression. Awareness is the opposite of oppression. If you are afraid of some parts of your personality that are ugly, disturbing, or evil, as you might think, that doesn't mean that after you accept them, you need to express them outwardly. That means that after you accept them, you'll be aware of them and you'll be able to act and choose wisely from awareness that there is another part of me that wants to do opposite thing. It's like, for example, a person who has problems with alcohol and they deny that they have these problems, and they always say that I don't have any problems, it's so easy for me to not to drink, like I don't know what you're talking about. But somehow every week they end up with a bottle or two of wine, and every week they tell themselves like, oh, I started to drink a little more than I should. I need to watch my behavior, I guess. But that's okay, I don't have problems with alcohol right now. And this denial somehow creates this pattern that they start to drink a glass of wine every day, then 2 glasses of wine every day, because they are part of a personality that wants to drink alcohol. It is hidden in the unconsciousness. And unconsciousness is much stronger than consciousness. What does it mean? It means that in the moment when they lose their awareness, and unfortunately, this is pretty common situations in our life, their shadow part that wants to drink alcohol, just go and buy it, just go and drink it. And they found themselves in the situation where they already with a glass of wine in their head, hand, or in the head also. But if this person understand and accept this part, and like, for example, if I know that I want to drink alcohol, I know about this desire, I know that it exists, I don't refuse from it, I know that it might be sometimes strong, sometimes weak, and I already see and know that this desire start to bring me some problems, I need to stop drinking more. Because I'm aware of this desire, because I'm aware of the consequences of the drinking, in the moment of the decision, I can compare this desire to drink and desire to refuse from drinking, and I can choose wisely. But if I suppress, I remembered this word for the third reading. In the first 2 readings, I forget it. If I suppress my huge part of personality, because as Carl Jung said, we can't suppress just desire, we suppress the whole part of personality that has this desire. So if I suppress the part of personality that wants drink sometimes, it will act through the unconsciousness. And as I said, unconsciousness is much more powerful and unpredictable than consciousness. So you have to work on searching and accepting of your shadow parts that you were afraid of. You actually can Google about shadow work and just see how it works. Because there might be some part in you that don't allow you to enjoy your creations, enjoy your development right now, because it's just on unconscious level rules your perception of your situation. Pile number 3. You have a lot of power in yourself, and now you need to find a way how to find the trust in yourself. You already are able to see beauty. You already have the power to see truth from your soul in your dreams. You already have the ability to accept your body and to use it for your joy. Because if you won't be able to do it right now, your spiritual team will didn't give you these suggestions. And to end up this reading, I want to use my new beautiful deck with the messages from your guides. Therapet Emotional Support deck. So, dear spirit guides of pile number 3, what messages they need to hear from you right now in the end of this reading? It's all going to work out fine. You are worth taking care of. A bad day doesn't mean a bad life. Tomorrow will be different. Let's do it like this. My dear pile number 3, you are worth taking care of, and your dear spiritual team is always taking care of you. Even if your anxiety lies to you, even if your maybe depressive state is strong and don't allow you to see light sometimes, that doesn't eliminate everything that you already did for yourself and everything that you will do for yourself. Remember about it. And it's all going to work out fine. Your spiritual team knows about it, and they want you to trust them and yourself. Thank you so much for allowing me to read your energy today, pile number 3. I want to ask you, if something resonated in you, please leave me a comment. I really want to help you and people like you, and your comment will allow me to understand that I was able to do it. Thank you again, and see you next time. Bye.